Trying hard to be an artist, but my A&R be calling me out my zone into his office. Being cautious, he don't want my record.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
Your Seattle Mariners.
Just about set to go. And our pitcher tonight, Ryan Wu.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go? Now
Leading
here
off
is
tonight for
Stephen
Cleveland,
Kwan.
the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Foul ball there. On the ground. Finds its way through, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now the right fielder, Daniel Schneemann. And that's outside. And that's ball one. Wu measures 6 feet 2 inches, 205 pounds, and he was a 6th round draft pick in 2021. And he deals. Fastball is outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Kwan gets his lead at first with nobody out. Pitch misses there, and now it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. 2 runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
First and second here, no outs.
That's ball 2.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Polanco to second on the nailer. They get 2.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
That is the first baseman of the night, Manzardo.
So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo. And that misses. And it's 1-0. Ripped to right. It drops in, gets away a little bit, and they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
2 outs, runner at first. Now here is Nolan Jones, and Cleveland on top 1-0. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. Just missed. Hit hard on the ground to short. To second, Polanco. Third out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. Towing the slab in today's game, Logan Allen. What do you have on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
We go to the bottom of the first, and now Randy Arozarena. And a foul ball. That missed by a lot. Ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Cal Raleigh in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. And that's downstairs. And the count is 2-0.
Inside ball.
One out, base is empty. And that's ball 4.
Take your base.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Runner on the go. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He made him pay for that one, and they add a pair. It's 2-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
One down. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Josh Naylor. That's a little bit low. One down, base is empty. Check swing, called strike. That's a ball.
That's out.
Tried the sweeper. Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Hey, Eugenio Suarez up to hit down. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And that one fouled off. Next pitch is outside.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
That one missed. That misses, and that's ball 3. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. First pitch, not close. Outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Outside low, 3-1. Naylor off of first with 2 away.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
On the ground to third. Tosses to first. And that is the inning. 2 come in on this Seattle homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Now it's going to be Gabriel Arias.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Fouled off left side. The shortstop takes the ball.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Misses off the plate, and it's 2-2. And there's a ball. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1.
And it's even up.
Umpiring behind the plate for us today, Boog, is Mike Fillmore, and he is a good one. He'll reward pitches on the edges a little bit, but the main thing is he doesn't keep you guessing. Once he establishes that a pitch is a strike, it stays that way.
Gets him to chase after that one. Yeah, Fillmore, kind of, I don't know, you'd say maybe an umpire's umpire, but really consistent, very fair. And that just misses.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Three, two.
And ball four, two aboard.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Batting eighth, the second baseman, Brian.
First and
Rocchio.
second, no outs. Here's Brian Rocchio. Going around. Just missed. First and second, no outs. Here at the top of the second. And that is out of play. Just missed.
I think he wanted that call in the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
No outs, runners at first and second. Good job to fight that one off.
Full count.
Squirts away a little bit. Runners hold tight, but it's a full count now. Bo Naylor in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. And they're all loaded up.
Almost a coin flip for the umpire in that call, but most umpires just don't want to give pitchers a break up in the zone like that.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Bo Naylor at the plate now. Check swing, called strike.
0-1's the count.
And fouled off.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Bases loaded, top of the second. That's a ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And here is Stephen Kwan. Golden opportunity right here.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That catches the top part of the zone, and the count 1-1. Just missed.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Rodriguez settles under it. He's got it. Runner tags for home. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 2-2.
Well, we got ourselves a new ball game. Nice job right there at the plate. Sacrifice fly, and he gets in the tying run.
So in now for Cleveland, Daniel Schneemann. Walked his first time. And that's in there at the knees.
Nope, outside.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So they pick up a run on no hits, but they leave 2 men on. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We are tied 2-2. Back in Seattle, bottom of the second. And now here is Dominic Panzone.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Schneemann makes the grab, 1 down.
Batting 8, the right fielder, Victor.
And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on it just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
Man at first with 1 gone. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Ground ball to the right side. And a foul ball. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Next pitch is outside. Man at first, 1 away. Step off, throw to first. Robles dives back in. Next offering upstairs. And that's outside. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Out to center. Thomas snags it for the second out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Back to the top of the lineup, Randy Arozarena. Up next for the Mariners. Struck out swinging his first time. That misses the zone. Ball one. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Fastball for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Thomas sizes this one up. He makes the grab. That is the inning. 1 left for Seattle. Score remains 2-2. New inning getting started. Here's Jose Ramirez. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
That one almost got him.
That's inside.
Bounced up the middle. Whips it to first on the run.
No,
not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Did a nice job getting there. Good
Now
throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Right through there for a strike. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely.
Nope,
if he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
That's off the inside corner, and a count 2-1.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. And as well, lots of pop in that bet. So you combine the slug with really good defense. Now here's Nolan Jones. He's 0 for 1. Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Arozarena sizing this one up, and it's caught for the out. And up next for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. A walk and a run scored his first time. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We are tied 2-2. Back at T-Mobile Park, and here is Cal Raleigh.
The catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Allen back to work. Late swing fouled off. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Next offering is downstairs. Battling here as he fouls it away. The next pitch misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Grabs it right up against the wall.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. He's already homered in this game. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fast forward to 2022. For Julio Rodriguez to win the Rookie of the Year, the Seattle Mariners were then compensated with the 29th overall pick in the first round of the draft in 2023. Part of the new CBA, enticing teams to promote their good young players.
The first baseman, number 12, Josh.
And now it's Josh Naylor. 1 for 1 with a single so far. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. There's a strike. 2 out, space is empty. Foul ball. Two outs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Next offering way off the plate. Now one missed.
2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Mariners are down in order. And this game is still tied at 2-2. And we're back. Here's Lane Thomas.
The center fielder, number 8.
Here's something cool, Boog. When they finished building T-Mobile Park back in 1999, they actually opened it up in the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we opened the season at the Kingdome, and then when we came back later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoyed playing here.
Ground ball right side, and foul ball. And now the count is even.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. Stepping up for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. Edge of his zone for a strike. It's 0-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
That's in there. And that's strike 2.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Fights it off. He'll see another. One down, base is empty. And that's a little high.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone. And as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Now, Bo Naylor. That one finds the corner. 0-1. Naylor measures 6 feet even, 25 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Hauls it in to end the inning. On to the bottom of the 4th. This game's tied 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in the long ball threat, Eugenio Suarez. That one fouled off.
Well, these Mariners doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
The 0-2. And that's down and away.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
That one inside. Look out.
I got 3-2.
Got him swinging. So up next, Jorge Polanco. He's over 1.
Jorge Polanco.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And downstairs. And there's a foul ball. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Lands another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole
batter,
field.
number
He's
8.
out in front there. Just needs to let the ball
Designated
travel a little
hitter,
more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
With the purpose, there is a reason. And then if I retreat, then I'm worthless pulling the trees. And man, I want to be blameless. Strange and unashamed is by the same as
Now it's the DH, Dominic Canzone. Flied to right his first time. Just
plate, ball 1.
missed. To the right side. The throw to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nobody left for Seattle. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. All set for the
Leading
start of
off
the
for the
inning.
Guardians,
Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Kwan.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
You know, these Guardians looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
That just misses, and it's 1-1. And a foul ball. Kwan checks his swing, appeal to third. Nope, he held back. That one the other way. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. He actually kind of
Daniel
fooled him with the breaking ball on the inside part of the plate there. Didn't get a good piece of it, but he got just enough to fight it off and make it work out.
Daniel Schneemann now at the plate. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
That one lifted to left. Arozarena moving under this one. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
And now Jose Ramirez, 1 for 2. Fouled off. He was late. And this one squirts away from the catcher. Nothing doing. Count moves to 1-1. Kwan, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. And that one is lifted in the air. Robles. That's out number 2.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example.
Now
He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
So in now for Cleveland, Kyle Manzardo. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Two outs. In the air, left field. Arozarena after it. Makes the catch. And that's the third out. 1 left for the Guardians. We've hit the halfway point. Tied 2-2. Back in Seattle.
Leading up
Now it's the
for
right fielder,
Mariners,
Victor
the right
Robles.
fielder, Victor Robles.
That one hit to right. Nice grab on the run. One away.
The batter,
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Crawford, the next to hit, takes ball one.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
The 1-0.
Ball 2.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Next offering is in for a strike. There's the strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. And just like that, they're out front. It's 3-2. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. Now it's Randy Arozarena. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. One out, base is empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Line drive, fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he'll make it safely. That's a double.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Logan Allen won't go any further tonight, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
Jacob Junis takes over on the mound.
16.
He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Junis.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Cal Raleigh. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Ramirez makes the catch for the out, and there's 2 away.
The center fielder, number 44, Julio Rodriguez.
So digging in, Julio Rodriguez. He's already homered here in this one. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Ball.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does. When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Runner at second, 2 down. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fastball is outside. Josh Naylor on deck for the M's. Man at second. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. It's the Mariners 3 and the Guardians 2.
100, not afraid to show my teeth. You can never be like me. Yeah, I push until I bleed, and I keep it so 100. Yeah, I got some enemies. Give it all you got. Give it all you got. All you got.
Back at T-Mobile Park, and now the DH, Nolan Jones.
Leading off for the Guardians, the designated hitter, Nolan Jones.
Woo back to work. And he pumps it a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Just missed. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Edward Bizzardo up and throwing. Brash also throwing. And a count 1-2. He goes down looking.
Now batting.
And up next for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next,
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Ryan Wu will depart, and he leaves with the lead after giving them some decent innings. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a moment.
Now pitching for
So
the
out of the
Mariners,
bullpen for the Mariners, Carlos Vargas.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Lane Thomas digs in for the Guardians. A strikeout and a walk. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3 double play. And the inning is over.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
And we're back. Here's
Leading
Josh
up
Naylor.
for the Mariners, the first baseman, Josh Naylor.
Just off the outside edge. And that's ball one.
Well, these Mariners putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Cut out and missed, struck him out, and one gone.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Suarez in the box for the third time today as he takes that one off the plate.
That's ball two.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
And that drops in for a strike. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Headed towards the corner, Schneemann towards the line, makes the grab on the run. And there's two down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He's saving extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Polanco in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
That misses the zone, and that is ball one. Inside just missed. Inside just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Ripped on the ground a second. Tosses to first, and Polanco is out. And that is the third out of the inning. So they make short work of them there. Seventh inning coming up. It's the Mariners 3 and the Guardians 2.
Now pitching for
Edward Bizardo comes on now.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Well, one-run game. Now at the plate, Brian Rocchio. Check swing called strike. That's strike one. Yeah, that's fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one misses, and a count 1-2.
That's a really good take.
Ball.
And it remains 2-2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Swing and a line drive ripped right center field. Lunging, but can't make the catch.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that
Oh.
AB. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You see that.
No outs. Runner at first. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first offering is not close.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And that misses. And that's ball 2. And that one fouled off.
Ball, that's out.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Fought off foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ripped on a line. Hauls it in for the out.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1. One-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that's downstairs and outside. That one out to right. Robles sizes this one up. And there are 2 down.
The right fielder, number 10.
Here comes the
Daniel
skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Edward Bizardo out of the game, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with a new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
Gabe Spire into the game.
number
These are the
55.
spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now the number 2 hitter, Daniel Schneemann.
A little surprised they don't see a pinch hitter here with the lefty-lefty matchup.
Late swing, foul to the left. Rocchio leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a foul out of play. Good eye right there.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Ball.
fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Going back, and it's gone. And the Guardians jump in front. It's 4-3. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance, and they found a way to fight back big time. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. That pitch gets the corner, and it's 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball there. Oh, 2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. There's a swing and a drive. Rodriguez drop step going back and gone. And they add a run. It's 5-3.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Base is empty with 2 away. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo. That's too low. 1-0.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Two outs. That catches the corner. Climb the ladder with that fastball, and the count 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Third out, that ends the frame. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 5-3. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Eric Sabrowski.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Canzone in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Activity in the bullpen. Hunter Gaddis, the young right-hander, up and throwing.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
And a big swing and a miss.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Next offering upstairs. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you get the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Here's Victor Robles. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Zabrowski, in his rookie season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, and he works in a slider. The M's down by a pair here at the bottom of the 7th.
Nope.
That one's in there, and it's 2-1. Line drive, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners.
Ball 1, no strike.
This one in the dirt. And the runner stays where he is.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 2-0.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
Tying run at the plate. That clips a corner. Snap throw to first.
No, he's
Robles dives back in. In there at the knees. It's 2-2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
The tying run at the plate. And that one gets past the catcher. And now a man into scoring position.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Got him swinging for the K. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Now batting.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Eric Zabrowski departs. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
Hunter Gaddis gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Just missed.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The 1-2. Chases in the dirt. Slider there. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. Mariners lead 1. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Luke Jackson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now it's the Guardians DH, Nolan Jones. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. And
That's a
ball
ball.
1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground, right side. Polanco handles, throws to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
Up next for Cleveland, the shortstop.
So in now for
Gabriel
Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And no one can get there. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't
center
feel
fielder,
any
number 8,
vibration in your hands
Wayne
whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Here comes Lane Thomas. Just
outside.
missed. Man at second. And delivers outside. That's down and in.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls, so that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
And there's the automatic. The 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
First and second, 1 out. And now it's going to be Brian Rocchio.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
First pitch misses.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
And the 1-0. And another ball.
Could use a ground ball here.
2-0.
Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Check swing, didn't go. And now 3 balls and a strike. Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
2 on, 1 out. Line drive, and it stays fair. Coming home. 1 run is in. In there, he's safe. It's 7-3.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Luke Jackson won't go any further, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching,
Caleb Ferguson on to pitch here.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. And first offering is fouled off. And Naylor swings through that one.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. 1 out and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Raleigh down to first with it. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
Nice job recovering to complete the strikeout at first base right there. And even though the runner from second does move up to third, it's not a big deal in this situation now that they're 2 outs. Just makes blocking pitches in the dirt to this next batter even more critical.
Quan stands in now and watches strike 1.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That one is upstairs. Movement in the bullpen. Matt Brash appears to be getting loose. Check swing. No appeal. Now 2 balls and a strike. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Two outs. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. This one in the air, right field. Robles on his way over, and that is that. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now 7-3. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back in Seattle, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. And he takes a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Trevor Stephan preparing to come on if needed. High fly ball out into left center field. And out number 1 on the grab.
The center fielder, number 44,
Julio Rodriguez. Up next for the Mariners. Misses off the inside. Ball 1. The Guardians leading by 4 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one outside. Now 2-0. And there's a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Next pitch is downstairs. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
The first baseman, number
2
12.
down, base is empty. And the batter now, Josh Naylor. 1 for 3. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Daniel Schneemann. Ferguson back to work. Fastball is outside. Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Matt Brash getting ready to go. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. 1 down.
The batter, the third baseman, Jose.
And up next for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. And that misses. And that's ball 1. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Just missed.
3 balls.
Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And it drops in. Around first, heading for 2. And it gets by him. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. One down, runner at third. At the plate, Kyle Manzardo. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
The other way, and that's just foul. Runner on at third, 1 gone. Swings 3 down.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. One away with a runner at third. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Jones in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And that'll do it. A hit and an error in the inning, but they fail to score. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Guardians 7 and the Mariners 3.
Now pitching for
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Trevor Stephan.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
Suarez.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
So up next, Jorge Polanco. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Suarez on at first. Nobody out.
Ball. That's inside.
He swings and fouls one off. High in the air, out to right. Schneemann under this one. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Up next for the Mariners, the designated hitter, Dominic Canzone.
So now here's the DH, Dominic Canzone. 0 for 3 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go at pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
That's a little bit low. Up the middle. The flip. They get one. Out to first. Not in time. Great effort there.
The right fielder, number 10, Victor Robles.
So it's their last chance in this one. And up next for Seattle, Victor Robles. And he chases that one below the zone.
0-1.
The Mariners down by 4. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And that one pulled foul. This could end it. Stays alive. Next offering is down low. Yeah, that's too high. Hard hit right side, and that'll do it.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Sometimes I hate taking trips to the lab. Got my pen and pad, booking instrumentals and smash. Catch the bus regardless. Trying hard to be an artist, but my A&R be calling me out my zone into his office. Being cautious, cause he don't want my record to break. Asking me how I think my project's progressing it. I say cool.